Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this amazing encounter between two of South Africa's powerhouses in the hockey fraternity. It's Pretoria Boys High School versus Jeppe High School for boys, and this promises to be an unbelievable game. My name is Emmanuel Sekhali, and I'm not alone in commentary. Today I've got Peter Franken.
Thanks, Manny. Welcome to all our viewers. This is our final match of a very exciting afternoon of hockey between these two traditional rivals. They have played 53 games since 1963, very equal. 22 wins to Boys High, 21 wins to Jeppe, and 10 games drawn. And coming at the start of what we hope would be lots more hockey. Welcome to you all. There we have the Pretoria Boys High team. Tino Chirozzi, Liam Elkington, Ross Labuskaghni, Nicholas Deploy, Robert Jordan, Callan Stephen, Jethro Stoltz, Jason Sinclair, Callum Steyn, Keegan Trollope, David Diamont, Morgan Boyson, he's injured, broke his thumb, Michael Robertson, Christian van Rooyen, Dewald Christel, and David Baxter.
Thanks for that, Peter. And moving on to the Jeppe High School for boys, we got the Jeppe 17 there. Kartik Hussain, Hayden Bartlett, Jordan Gongo, Jaden Lincoln, Ross Breitenbach, Raiden Delaray, Jaden Brooker, Steven Steinman, Gahwa Petro, Chifiwa Ramaisa, Scott Farnham, Caleb Ari, Sibusiso Chili, Zachary Pearson, Kai Volney, and Njabulo Ntembu. Peter, this is bound to be a fantastic game, as you mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast. 22 games to Boys High, 21 games to Jeppe, and only 10 times have these teams not been able to separate each other. What can we expect from this game?
I think from an informed side, looking at Jeppe's results against Office, where they won 9-1, and Pretoria Boys 2-1 win over King Edwards, and Jeppe's other record, I possibly would put the men in white and black. Slight favourites here this evening, but the Boys High team always play with a lot of heart and courage.
Hearts and courage is going to be the name of the game as we see two of the top boys schools, not only in Gauteng, but in South Africa, go head-to-head, as we see Ross Breitenbach, the captain of the Jeppe outfit, getting his boys going. Peter, the Pretoria Boys on their home ground against one of South Africa's biggest schools. What are the emotions going through some of their minds at the moment?
For a lot of the matric boys in particular, this game on the Hill Astro, it's their third last game, and having a school career cut short by 2 years almost, this means a lot to them to play on their home ground.
As we get underway, Peter, John Wright and Michelle Joubert will be the two on the whistle today. Jeppe with a nice hard approach going forward, nice and hard, looking to get direct entry into the D.
Talking about the two umpires, yes, we have two very experienced umpires and two South Africans who we're very proud of. Michelle blowing the bronze medal match at the Tokyo Olympics, and then both John and Michelle at the 2016 Olympics blew the gold medal match. So very privileged to have them here with us and to blow at this level, and I think it should be blown at all levels.
Yeah, we've definitely got two people fit for the job as we see Pretoria going forward. Little stick check there from Hayden Bartlett. You know, what can we expect from this game from two of the better sides in Gauteng?
I think it would be quite cagey at the beginning, just to test things out. Looks like the midfield is quite congested, and Boys are searching with one of the longer balls, not finding their mark. And then I think Jeppe probably look to, on the counter-attack, very quick, and probably catch Boys High napping in that way.
Well, napping is what Boys High catches Jeppe. Can they get a finish? Unfortunately, just whisking across the P spot there from Boys High. Lovely to see how quickly they transition from turnover to attack, Peter.
It's very good positive play there, and direct route to goal. Nice ball in. Just a little bit of a bobble before it gets to number 7, Jethro Stoltz.
Delaray, number 6, Delaray on the ball. Can he get a shot away? He doesn't. Unfortunately, not making its way on target there. Lovely defense from Boys High as they scramble to get that ball out. Fantastic defense there.
Bit of a scramble. Tino Girazzi on the ball. Tino, the deputy head boy at Pretoria Boys. Michelle Jeppe in picture there. Captain of Pretoria Boys High, fluffing his line slightly. Callan Stephen.
As we see Jeppe making their way forward. Unfortunately, not finding the connection they would have wanted is Chifiwe and Sibusiso Chile there in the final third of the game. As you said at the beginning of the game, a shaky start from both teams here. Both teams, though, looking to get out of the blocks fast and really put the opposition under pressure.
Very positive. No negative type of hockey. We just forward. We have an overhead zone, a little bit aimlessly down the left channel there.
Pretoria Boys High with some good go forward down the left-hand side. They'll be looking to penetrate this Jeppe defense. Not far as the call from Olympian John Wright. Peter, good to see John back on the turf. Retired from international hockey about 2 years ago, but showing the boys exactly how it's done.
John, a very, very good servant of hockey, and then particularly to us here in Pretoria, Gauteng North Mordens Blues hockey. John always available, and any phone call he'll come and help an umpire. It's really good to rely on his support there.
Great to see as we see the little skip there from Sibusiso Chile. Foul being called in the left-hand corner for Pretoria Boys High from Michelle Jeppe. Michelle Jeppe also retiring from the international scene, as you said, after doing the third and fourth. As we see Pretoria outletting down the middle, turning the ball over, ball out to Brooker.
Very dangerous outlet there, playing that ball at such distance. Ball out by Robert Jordan, just clearing their lines there.
Lincoln down the left-hand side, tries to connect with Delaray, unfortunately doesn't get there. Boys High now wanting to launch the attackers. You see a little jostle in the middle of the park there. Delaray arguing with John, but I don't think John's going to get too many wrong today.
No.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Just seeing the effects of the cold. And basically what's been a stifled season. Unfortunately, I don't think too many of these boys will be conditioned as they would have, as we would have seen them in a full season coming around to this August period. As we just see Sibusiso Chile pulling up with a hamstring. Hopefully see him back in the park not too long from now.
Yes, no, it wouldn't be, it's not nice to see someone injured that way. Chance for Jeppe, goal for Jeppe. Great goal, great field goal from that left channel. Number 14. Number 14 for Jeppe Boys High takes the score to 1-0.
Absolutely thunderous finish there from Zachary Pearson. Fantastic finish. Jeppe attacking down that left-hand side, and it doesn't take much for Zach to get a shot off there and absolutely netted. 1-0 Jeppe. As we look at the replay here, good ball in here. First
great shot.
Unbelievable.
Strikers shot that. Confidence, side netting, great shot.
Well, with such a stifled season, we don't get to see that much skill as we see Brooker now down the left-hand side. Who can he make a connection with here? Connects with Tembu. Tembu unfortunately loses the ball as Pretoria look to launch the attack. Unfortunately to no avail. Lots of double turnovers at the beginning of the season, or at least in this game, as we will see, won't we, Peter?
Probably more so at the schoolboy level. The turnover rate's a little bit too high for what we'd like as coaches, but I think that percentage will improve with a longer season.
improve. It will improve as this game goes on, as the boys shake those nerves off. We see a 50-meter overhead, fantastic skill. He finds his man, Peter, as they start their attack down the right-hand side. Lincoln manages to connect with Aries, or Gongo rather. Unfortunately not successfully making that pass as Pretoria launched the attack.
Captain Stevens works very hard, regular member of the North Gauteng sides when they did play IPT, and he puts in a big work effort, big work rate at the back there.
Dilleray. On 5 is the call from umpire Jeppe as Dilleray makes his way forward, gets the ball into the D, gets it to Chile. Chile unfortunately managing to get a shot away as
Keegan not able to get that ball. Great skills. Yeah. Short corner.
Fantastic penalty corner, won there by Hayden Bartlett on the right-hand side there. Unfortunately, just getting tangled up in the Pretoria boys' legs. Their first penalty corner of the day. It will be interesting to see what Jeppe have got in their armory here.
Going from the previous games, from the under-14 games, we've had a lot of slips to the left and right. No real drag flicks seen yet. Will be interesting to see what the first team chooses here as an option.
Lining up, it looks like Rooker on the left, Castle, Breitenbach on the right. Unfortunately, not the best inject I've ever seen in my life, Peter.
No, looks like the Astro is wet enough. I see some water coming off the surface there.
Yeah, I think we're bound to see that only a couple of games into the stifled season. I keep using that word stifled because the boys have been on and they've been off and they've been on and they've been off, and it just hasn't been as easy a season as we used to.
Very much a truncated season. We were all ready to go in April or May, and then we reset. But it's good to be back.
Bartlett.
Great ball.
Connects with Gongo. Chile with a touch and Bartlett!
Great strike there. Number 2 makes it 2-0 to Jeppe boys.
Hayden Bartlett absolutely burying this into the back of the net. What a fantastic strike from the top of the D. The Jeppe boys, when in the D, have looked absolutely menacing, haven't they, Peter?
They have. Just half an opportunity and they take it.
Deflection from CBC. Look at the amount of space. He's never going to miss that. Almost duffs that, hitting that into the ground, but it's got enough power behind it to meet the back of the net.
Very good straight drive if you're a cricketer, past the umpire. But in hockey, great goal there.
And I can tell you, Hayden Bartlett is a prominent C-team cricket player, so I don't think that would have come out from his cricket armory, but definitely a really good hockey player, and what a finisher from the top of the D. Here's the goal scorer. Bartlett connects with Harries. Harries looking for the 45-degree ball, not quite managing to connect with Chafiwa up top.
4 minutes left of this first chukker. The boys playing 4 15-minute chukkers, unlike the junior teams who played 2 by 25-minute halves. The first teams will play as the senior men and women play in terms of chukkers.
Tackle from Boys High. Obstruction the blow there from Charles. Boys High, after the first couple of minutes, look to have lost a little bit of steam. Peter, what do you think the talk going into the chukker break will be?
I think that ball there epitomizes the mistake they're making at the moment. They're looking to outlet far too long and need to shorten that outlet ball, and it's being turned over far too easily by Jeppe.
We see Pretoria taking the direct approach, trying to pierce down zone 2, down Jeppe's middle. Jeppe protecting their house as best as possible.
I think the 2 early goals rattled the boys high a bit.
As we have a look at the goal again here from Hayden Bartlett, so much space at the top of the D, but making sure that he gets it either side of the keeper, which is so important, isn't it, Peter?
Very good. Got his feet round. As we look at Keegan Trollope, getting some attention from the medic. Callum Steyn in shot.
Well, hopefully we don't see too much of that tonight. You know, with the stifled season, the body's not quite as prepared as they used to. So we see Pretoria down the left-hand side.
Jason Sinclair unable to keep that ball in.
Out starting with Gongo to Lincoln. Looking to get the ball upfield and play their favourite part of the pitch, which is that final third as Volney unfortunately loses the ball. Pretoria to launch the attack straight down the heart of Jeppe. Turn over there from Bartlett. Can he make the connection he needs to? Obstruction is the call from umpire Jeppe.
Russell's going astray in that last quarter. Hopefully Pretoria can string a couple more passes, balls on stick. Michael Robertson, one of the substitutes, coming on.
Lincoln chucks the ball into midfield. Turnover from Pretoria. What can they make of this?
Ball by Robert Jordan. Unfortunately, David Diamant's not able to control that. Very adventurous ball.
Skillful take there from Harry.
Yes.
We see an overhead being chucked onto the keeper. Unfortunately, not managing to find what looks like Zachary Pearson up at the top of the field. Jeppe, with their normal direct style of play, seems to work for them over the years. Pretoria boys defending really well against them at the moment. Only the 2 goals still in the game. Still a lot of hockey to be played here, Peter.
Yes, definitely. First quarter, 1 minute left, but still got 3 quarters to go.
Chucked into danger is the call from John Wright. See Lincoln in the left back. What's he going to look to do? He goes across field, he finds Bartlett. Bartlett losing it over the sideline. Pretoria have a chance to get something back before they chuck a break.
Substitute David Baxter, first touch of the ball. Not successful. To Jeppe in their 23. Good use of space there. Captain, Pretoria captain, not successful this time in skilling his way out of that spot.
A little bit of contact being allowed there from Michel Jeppe. See a big tackle there from Jeppe Michel, just allowing that to play, allowing the boys to get into contact. It is a contact sport after all, as long as there's no danger involved.
There we go. There goes the hooter for the end of the first chukker. We have a 2-minute break. Jeppe 2, Pretoria boys 1. 0.
Just are you warning Pretoria boys a sneaky little one there, just in case no one noticed? Well, that's the break. Both teams going in just for 2 minutes, catch their breath, have a little tactical chat. Peter, what would your words to the Pretoria boys be in this 1 minute interval? Do you change anything, or do you go as you ask?
I think they need to be a little bit more patient in terms of their distribution here. They being muscled or out-muscled slightly in terms of playing those long balls, and I think just if they can, they're being disrupted by Jeppe and possibly some patience.
Peter, 3 players to look out for here in the Pretoria boys outfit. Who would they be?
I think they would be up front, Jethro Stoltz. If you can get the ball to him, he's a good finisher. Tino Chirozzi, your left link. And if they can get a short corner, the captain has a very good drag flick on him. So that's if you can get it that far.
As we see the coaches breaking it down there. You know, they would have had 15 minutes to analyze the opposition. You know, no real video from this season going into any other game. So that first chuck is so important for both coaches to have a look and see if they need to change anything, they keep the same. How do they get the boys motivated in these 2-minute chucker breaks, Peter?
Chris Oldnell, the coach of the boys' high team, an old boy and a staff member at the moment. SA Schools player in his time. Yeah, it's the first goal. Cracking goals. They could make a highlights package somewhere, both of them.
As we look at the second goal here, going forward, lovely little connections there, and just the amount of space Hayden Bartlett's been given at the top of goal there, he makes sure that he uses it. As we get back into the action, it's the second quarter, Jeppe to Pretoria Boys High.
Press working very well at the moment, ball given away very cheaply.
Lovely little connections there from Jeppe High School for boys. Being awarded the short corner, first minute of the second chuck. It will be interesting to see what they can get away with here. We saw the first penalty corner not quite going to plan. The injection wasn't quite up to standard. Let's see what Jeppe boys can pull out of the bag this time around. As we see the Pretoria Boys High penalty corner defense team marshaled by their keeper. Ball goes out. Brooker!
Great goal.
Brooker has a low left flick there. Fantastic training ground stuff there from Jeppe High School for boys.
Perfect flick, perfect height.
As the Germans say, low and hard.
I think it was set up by that really good injection. The speed was perfect.
It's a really good start going into this game from Jeppe High School for boys. Applying the pressure on Pretoria boys, using that second short corner to their advantage. Lovely goal there from Brooker. Jeppe going forward, turnover there from Pretoria Boys High School. Unfortunately, the link-up is not quite there as CBC Chile tries to chase it down on the byline.
Score is 3-0 to Jeppe.
Once again, still a lot of hockey to play here. Only 17 minutes into the game here. Pretoria Boys High need to come out nice and strong. And if they can get a goal or two back here, and all of a sudden they'll be back in the game. Just a 2-goal game if they can manage to steal one back. And all of a sudden, different outlook on the game, isn't it?
I think so, just to lift the spirits. Because those have been 3 cracking goals from Jeppe.
Chile to Brooker. Links up with Lincoln. Lincoln, unfortunately, losing out on the ball. Michelle Joubert playing against Jaden Lincoln there.
Callum Stephen, captain for Boys High, playing Robert Jordan to Liam Elkington. Closed down very quickly. Circle entry. Unfortunately not linking up there.
And now we see the counter attack here. Delaray down the heart of the Pretoria Boys defense. Links up with Steinman. Steinman to Chile. Chile to Delaray. Delaray not quite getting the touch. And ball lifted in there from Brooker. Such a good attack, and unfortunately just the execution letting Jeppe down in this occasion.
Just a little bit over-eager from Brooker there at that point. But some very good counter-attacking play from Jeppe.
counter-attacking play, I think, will be the name of the game for Jeppe. One of their pillars. I managed to catch up with Coach Gilbert de Villiers, who mentioned that he managed to coach all of these boys in under 14 at his time here. Do you remember him, Peter?
That's correct, yes. Gilbert taught English at Pretoria Boys. He was with us for 2 years, and he had the under 14 side, so he would know most of these first team boys of Pretoria Boys.
As we see Aries down the right hand side connecting with Brooker. What can Brooker do as he enters the circle? Lovely hands from Brooker, and not quite getting the finishes. And Tembu in a fantastic position there, and once again execution just letting Jeppe down here.
Just at the last second there. The strap ball giving Pretoria half a chance, but nice, cool, calm, under pressure, and 1 and 3, and we get it out. Well done, sir.
Chile down the middle of the park. Can he find one of his compatriots in Tembu and Chifiwa? Turnover in the middle of the park. Delaray gets it in the middle. He's got 3 men ahead of him. Tembu gets it. Doesn't quite manage to trap it on the top of the circle.
Ambitious attempt from 5 degrees on the reverse stick.
Well, I'll tell you, any 17 to 18-year-old will think he can score that. I'll tell you that for free, Peter. But yeah, ambitious attempt there from Captain Breitenbach. Maybe could have looked to get the ball 45 degrees across his. We see a massive chuck here from Boys High. Finding one of the attackers. What can they do now?
Jethro Stoltz on the ball.
As we see Aries, he'll start the attack from the left back position. Links up with Breitenbach. To Brooker. Brooker, Delaray with the one touch. Chile, who can he find in the D? Delaray tries to get the shot away, but once again defended
well by Robert Jordan there. Nice, cool under pressure. Got the ball out. Tino Chirozzi battling for some scraps there. Too much.
The warning there from umpire John Wright. Breakdown tackle. Pretoria really looked like they were going forward there, but some good skill here. Jeppe now on the ascendancy, making their way forward. Unfortunately, maybe taking a touch too many there. See John Wright making his way to his pocket, and it will be the first card of the game. First card starts off as a yellow card from umpire John Wright.
Nicholas Deploy, 5 minutes in the sin bin.
Well, one of the most bizarre goals you will ever see in your life. Somewhere, somehow, somebody thought there was a whistle. Basically, the whole game stopped. But unfortunately, Peter, ball was in play, wasn't it?
It's not even a rookie error. You can't be doing that. That's 4 goals to Jeppe. Chifiwa taking advantage of some doziness on the Boys High side there.
Yeah, just going to sleep. I think just remembering that first whistle as we see Boys High making their way into the final. Jeppe third year. They need to get one back before the half. As we see Farnham linking up with Betlu to Delaray. Delaray with a little aerial dink outside the 25. Vantage is the call there from the umpires. As they look to change the field, they launch the attack out to Brooker. Brooker, the goal scorer, tries to get an assist. And no touch there. Someone's going to get a little touch there. Lovely 45-degree ball there from Jaden Brooker. As we have a little bit of a look at this lapse in concentration, fantastic little pass. You can see Basically, everybody on the field has just stopped except for that man, Chifiwa Ramaisa. He's got the presence of mind to put it into the back of the net until he hears the whistle. Play to the whistle is the old saying, isn't it, Peter?
It's Christmas in August.
I think one of the easiest goals he'll score in his first team career. As we see the goal scorer, Chifiwa, on the ball here. He's being ruffled off the ball but staying strong as he manages to link up with Gongo. Really get a 50-meter overhead as links up with Lincoln. To Farnham, bit of space in front of him. Rolls it to the goal scorer, Brooker, who just maybe lets it roll a little bit too long. But still Jeppe ball here. Lovely hands, lovely individual hands. Gets a foot outside the D. Pretoria need to make sure that they defend, make contact outside that D there. See Brooker links up with Bartlett.
Nice, easy, short corner win there.
Well, really good to see, just displaying the kind of hands that he's got. And on the second time round, the defender probably thinking, I need to make sure it doesn't get past me, and just forcing the foot. Lovely bit of composure there from Jaden Brooker. So first penalty corner didn't quite go the way of Jeppe Boys High School. Second one, flick from the left, Castle from Brooker. Third one, I think Breitenbach could possibly be lining this up. They don't listen to me. They go for Brooker here, and a lovely save here from the keeper. Pretoria Boys High defending that penalty corner really well. You see Bartlett linking up with Brooker. Some lovely little mini games being played there. Good interpasses between the men and white. As we see the skill of the skipper, Breitenbach.
Risky clearance across the goal there, but effective, I suppose. Very good hands by the Jeppe players.
As we see the transfer going from left to right, as Jeppe so love to do. Aries with a lovely direct ball in there.
Too easy.
I'll tell you what,
Very good
such
goal.
Fantastic link-up player from
Very good goal.
Jeppe High School for boys. Starting on the left-hand side of the field, they had the patience to transfer it out to their right back, and a good 45-degree ball, and men in really good positions. We have a look here. Aries with that 45-degree ball, and the touch in there. Zachary Pearson with the presence of mind just to get low and finish it into the back of the net. Lovely goal.
Nice interplay, teamwork there, nice and simple. 5-0 to Jeppe, with the halftime whistle in about 2.5 minutes.
Turnover from Pretoria Boys, gives it to the goal scorer Zachary Pearson, who manages to find Volney on the left-hand side. Pretoria doing well to defend the D. Clearance there from Boys High, just trying to get a little bit of breathing room and play in the Jeppe Boys final third now. To press them on the outsides there. Happy for Jeppe to play on the inside and move the ball out to their left arm. And Scott Farnham.
Jeppe making use of the one-man up, that yellow card. 2 goals coming in the 5 minutes that the yellow card was being served by Nicholas Deploy. He's back on the field. Dino Chirozzi on the ball. Unfortunately, only 2 or 3 passes going onto the stick there. Boys High need to string a whole lot more together to get their confidence up and get back into this game before it runs away from them.
Gongo looks up with Reese. He's just styling. Communication there from Jeppe Boys, trying to get that platform really high. Good ball in there from Aries. Unfortunately, not quite managing to get there as Chifiwa Ramais. They do look like an energetic bunch full of running, do the Jeppe boys, don't they?
They do.
You see Aries on the receive, links up with Bartlett in the middle of the field. He's been so pivotal in this Jeppe game. Is that Brooker, sorry. Lovely little aerial ball there. Unfortunately, just lifted dangerously there from Volney. Only getting back in to defend. Creating the turnover there, does Volney. Some link-up player, not... Oh, what a finish there on the top of the D there from Big. Was it Ramais?
Number 10. 6-0 to Jeppe just before the halftime whistle.
Well, fantastic bit of aerial skill here. What a finish. Manages to find the side netting. Does Ramaisa, making absolutely sure. As we go into the halftime break, Pretoria boys high, North, Jeppe 6. Peter, a couple of words on the first half. What would be your words going into Pretoria boys then?
We hope, and I don't think they'll give up hope, but they need to sort out their midfield and get the ball to their forwards, as we see Gilbert de Villiers refining some things with his players. I would think, if anything, that he's speaking to them about words of encouragement. Well done. Everything on the training pitch is coming wonderfully right here on the actual field of play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the first half. We will be back shortly as the boys take a sip of water. Don't go too far as we see this clash of two titans. Back in a bit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to this encounter of the two titans. We've got Pretoria Boys High from, as the name says, Pretoria, and Jeppe High School for boys from Kensington. It's 6-0 at half-time. Yes, Jeppe have looked to really run away with this game. Some really good goals, some connections from Jeppe, and Pretoria Boys High will be looking to come out in the second half with some venom and look to, really stake their name here. Hey, Peter.
We believe so, we hope so, and as the change ends, Jeppe in their full white and hooped black and white socks, and Pretoria the red and green checks, and they will be playing from left to right on your screen.
Left to right is the direction Pretoria boys will be looking to go throughout this half, as Michel Joubert and John Wright officiating this game, two of the best umpires in the world, I must add. As we see the beginning of the third chukka here, Pretoria Boys High School on the ball, and Jeppe looking to press really hard, put some pressure on Pretoria first up, Peter.
I hope the tactics they're using now they'll persist with. It seems to work in the first 10 seconds, although turnover is given by Keegan Trollope there.
Jeppe High School for Boys really coming into their own as we see Captain Breitenbach on the ball, links up, fortunately not quite getting to Steinman as he gets the hit for lifted ball there. Gets the ball to Bartlett. What can Bartlett do? Makes his way into the D. Can he get the shot off here? Good connection and pings off the top of the post there. Some really good hockey here from Jeppe High School.
Great play by Bartlett.
Well, just when you thought he had lost it all, you know, his back was facing the goals, we just see the skill, you know, from Bartlett. Lovely little offload, and look at the venom on that. Zachary Pearson with all the confidence in the world in front of goal here. As we see Farnham mini game in the bottom left corner of the field here. Jeppe flirting with danger. Looks like a training ground move. They've done this over and over again, but they give away possession. Pretoria have an opportunity now. Well, as we see all kinds of chaos in this game, but Pretoria is still on the ball. What can they make of this at the top of the 23-meter?
Speculative ball in there.
And there's the experience there just from Aries making the clearance on the side, not taking any chances. I can tell you Jeppe now will be looking for the clean sheet. 9-1 against Affies. Won't be good enough for Coach Gilbert de Villiers. He'll be looking for that clean sheet. So will the defenders in this team. As we see Breitenbach managing just to turn his back. Towards the Pretoria Boys player. Forcing the foul there from Michel Joubert. Old Dink connecting with Steinman. Steinman not managing to make the trap, but we've got Volney on the far right-hand side. Aries with the inside tuck. Bongo chasing the ball down. Can he protect it? Long corner's the call from umpire Joubert. I think after her officiating at the Olympics, probably one of the easier games she would have done in her life.
In some ways, yes, but skill level wise, it's sometimes easier to blow or umpire at levels where the skill of the players is a lot better. But no referrals here this evening, so loose ball there into the boys' high circle, swept out by the goalkeeper Christian van Rooyen.
Lovely work there from Van Rooyen with the presence of mind, just to safely sweep that ball out to his left half. As we see Pretoria on the ball on the left-hand side. They've looked to chuck a lot here, try and get a bit of possession, but making their way around the back. Not too many options in midfield, just trying to find the midfield, creating a little bit of space in the midfield. Now, Peter, what we really like to see, and just asking the defenders to find players in the midfield now.
Yeah, I still think we're struggling to get that connection to those midfield players. The Jeppe press and the Jeppe defense there holding out really well.
see Delaray in the middle of the park turning the ball over in a space you don't really want to be turning it over. The foot there is the blow from umpire Jeppe, as Gongo not quite managing to connect with Volney.
Robert Jordan on the ball. David Baxter to Jethro Stoltz.
Just starting to find a couple of connections now of Pretoria Boys High, as we see that overhead making its way to the deputy head boy there. Unfortunately not managing to get enough stick on it as he starts to launch the attack into the Jeppe High School circle. Oh, and absolutely naughty there from Fodham. You can't do that in that position.
No.
Knows exactly what he's doing there, making sure that Pretoria Boys High not getting that circle entry. But Michelle Dubé, she's done enough games to know what the players are trying to do.
Jeppe goalkeeper not having done too much until this point.
Yeah, two really strong keepers in Ryan Kapanda and Kartik Hussain. Jeppe with all the resources at their disposal. As we see, Peter, you spoke about the possibility of a flick. It's definitely looking on you from the top, isn't it? And a flick
Great
it is. Fantastic save.
Great save. No referrals at schoolboy level. That's re-award there.
I think the call just there for height
yes.
off the keeper, Ryan Kapanda. Lovely save, fantastic flick from the top of the circle there from Boys High. It'll be interesting to see what they'll do off the second, off the re-award. Looking like another flick here.
Jethro Stoltz.
Oh. And
that's what he's known for.
And another flick it is from Jethro Stoltz. Peter, you spoke about this boy at the beginning of the game and his ability to flick, and fantastic direction and fantastic power behind it.
When we last had an IPT in 2019, he was the top scorer at the under-16 IPT, showing his class there at that set piece.
Fantastic. As we look at the replay there, we're back into the action. Boys High will now have a, they'll have a bit of incentive. The game, able to pull the game back a little bit here. They know if they can just get into the circle and force a penalty, they've got Jaden Scholz to rip it into the back of the net.
Those flicks going low, this one succeeding at a higher height there, but I think a good morale booster for the team.
Yeah, quite interesting, going the same side as the initial flick, maybe just lifting it a little bit on height, but definitely getting a lot more on it. As we see Aries attacking down the right-hand side, linking up with the skipper, Breitenbach with the hands. Oh, and Delaray, easy as you like, fantastic advantage.
Such good play from Breitenbach. Superb. So good to watch.
Brilliant, he plays in the men's Premier League side as Breitenbach, so lots of hockey under his belt as we see him back on it. Let's see what he can do here. Does he force the foul? Oh, looks to find what looks like Betlu in the middle of the circle, but not quite getting to it.
No, it's a classy player. No doubt about that.
Betlu links up with Chile. Chile forces the foot, and easy as you like there from Chile, making sure he just gets the ball slightly off the deck, making it difficult to defend for Pretoria Boys on the run. You can see really enjoying their hockey, or Jeppe High School for boys. They're sharing the goals. Not too many people carrying, as I think John Wright just trying to work out how the old watch works there.
We do have an electronic scoreboard, Mr. Wright.
As we see Chile winning the PC and now injecting into it. Ruka and Breitenbach at the top. And we see that again, Peter. Not quite coming out how Jeppe would like it to come out. But Pretoria have had no problem with the penalty corner inject, so maybe just lifting his head a little bit too early on the inject. As we see the one touch pass to Gongo.
So good use of that space there.
Aries links up with Gongo. Gongo getting high up in the field, protecting the ball with his stature. Entrance into the D, no foul there, called from John Wright. As Boys High will try to play the game as high up the field as possible here, just easing the pressure off their defenders. It's been a much better start to this third quarter, hasn't it,
yes.
Peter?
After being 5 or 6 goals down, to actually claw one back, I think is heartening, and we'll see if they can build on that.
Delaray with the mistrap, but has the skill and pace to get back to it. Can he make his way into the D? Enters into the D. Does he find a man? And it's Etley, number 9. Can he connect with a teammate? Chile on the reverse stick. Doesn't quite get it on target, but lovely hockey there from Jeppe High School.
Such a pity there are no interprovincials, because I'm involved at that level, and these boys for Southerns and for an SA team, I'm not a selector, but such good play from Jeppe.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a couple of words on the bus back there. As Chile nearly takes out Breitenbach, but fantastic turn and shot on the reverse stick there from Sibusiso Chile. As we've seen this whole game, lovely link up from the back as Gongo tries to get the ball upfield. Fantastic deflection there from Boys High. What can they do? They'll be looking for another 1 or 2 goals in this chukker to really make it an interesting fourth chukker. Peter, I feel like the tempo of the Pretoria Boys High School first 11 has just upped in this third chukker.
Goal has made a difference. Jeppe's still full of running.
Chile!
Oh, deflects his own shot wide. Oh, it might have been going wide.
Yeah, that's Betlu in shot, but Chile the man with a second miss there. You know, all these boys, all 22 of these boys on the field will hold themselves up to high standards. He'll want to be scoring those from that position. As we see Brooker will want to get it to another man in a white shirt, which he nearly does, but Betlu not managing to get the touch. Good connections here from Jeppe as Boys High look to get it out through the heart of the Jeppe defense. Good run down the middle there, just looking for that extra connection, not quite managing to get it as Breitenbach with all the space in the world. What will he do here as he goes right, left, and gets tackled massively there from Boys High. Good little run there from Ross Breitenbach, the captain. He's been pivotal in today's game as
He's been outstanding.
As we see Bartlett, another one of those players, just playing in that drop midfield role. Such a good carrier of the ball, such a good dribbler of the ball. Maybe one touch too many. Just the commentator's curse there, I suppose. Boys High looking to launch an attack down the right-hand side, trying to create the overlap. Good step there from Lincoln. Lincoln gets the blow there. Takes the advantage there. Good presence of mind. Understanding that the player wasn't 5 and just running into the direct space in front of him. As he links up Lincoln in the forward position now. Links up beautifully with Ramaisa, who loses the ball.
Robert Jordan clearing his lines, finding a player in the midfield. Foot.
Interception there from Jeppe High School for boys. They'll want to play out the end of this chukka, third chukka here, 15 seconds left on the clock. They won't be in too much of a hurry to do anything as we see Ari's on the overhead. Does he find a man? Big run there from Pitt. Lovely little touch there from Boys Eye. Breitenbach smokes it into the D, and you know, if it was on the other side of the field, it would have been a top deflection. As we see the end of the chukka here, going into the chukka break. One more chukka to go here for both teams. Jeppe looking the energetic of the two sides. 6-1 up at the end of the end of the third chukka.
I think Coach Oldnall has his work cut out to possibly turn this game around. But Jeppe quite dominant at the moment. Really good play in the midfield and excellent finishing by their forwards.
Yeah, fantastic finishing from their forwards. We've seen some blistering shots here from Jeppe High School for boys. As we have a look at some of the replays here, good skill there from Chafiwa Ramaisa, netting it, making sure that he doesn't hit the keeper. Fantastic presence of mind there. As we see Bartlett or Brooker, sorry, can't see that number there. And Zachary Pearson with a thunderous flick there, sliding across the post. Boys High, we see Scholz here lining it up, going the same side as the initial flick, and just far too quick there for the new goalkeeper Ryan Kapanda. What a fantastic flick there, just lifting it slightly higher than the first flick from the rear ward there. Does Jaden Scholz. As we see the two teams ready to go back here in the fourth quarter. The score, Pretoria Boys High School 1, Jeppe High School for Boys 6. I can guarantee you, Peter, both teams will still be going nice and hard in this final chukka, won't they?
I agree with you there. Jeppe know they have a lot more that they can do, and Boys High will never give up. And any goal too would do for them.
Still pressing nice and hard, nice and high here on Jeppe. We see the focus in the eyes of the boys as Boys High with a lovely little skip move there. But Kapanda equal to the task, kicking the ball out there for a long corner. But good opportunity on the right-hand side here for Pretoria Boys to launch the attack and get in Jeppe High School for Boys' faces here.
Rare attacking opportunity here.
Lots of pressure being applied here from Jeppe. We can see the forward still going hard and fast, but Pretoria up to the task. With a little bit of aerial skill there. That's exactly what you need in that part of the field, as we see some direct hockey being played here from Pretoria Boys, trying to get into the D and give their strikers every opportunity to score.
Deeper, Robbie, deeper, Robbie. Robbie, deeper, talk deep, please. Robbie, give the title, please.
As we see the shift here, trying to create the overlap here from Jeppe High School, but Pretoria equal to the task. And I'll tell you what, a fantastic take there.
Very good.
Not 5 is the blow from John Wright. Lincoln launches the attack up to skipper Breitenbach. Fantastic running ability, just protecting the ball with his stick. And John Wright, he's been around long enough to understand when the little stick shield is upon him. As we see Scholz launching the attack. Bodies all over the floor from Jeppe High School for Boys. They still want to play the rest of this quarter out. Turn there from Keegan from Boys High. As we see really good aerial skills there from Trollop. But the attack is now on here from Pitt. Bartlett links up with Gongo. To Lincoln, one touch to Tembu.
Very good.
Tembu not quite managing to secure the touch. Difficult ball, just bobbling up in front of him. Tembu, he'll hold himself to a high standard. Boys high, first receiver. Now we see what Bartlett's got. He goes forward. It's a 4v4 situation in the final third, and just chucking it into the corner there. Not quite finding Chifiwa Ramaisa up top.
But Bartlett definitely the difference there in the middle. Kingmaker, playmaker, extraordinary.
Well, Peter, as you've said it, he's been so pivotal in all the go forward ball of Jeppe. We've seen so many people in that blocking position receive the ball and let go, but he's got the ability to get forward and get forward quickly, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a very good player.
As we see the other block at Breitenbach. And now Dilleray, what can he do going forward? Unfortunately, not getting that 100% pass. Dilleray once again just working to get that ball back after losing it. No whistle from John Wright and Michelle Dubé. Advantage being played there. Fantastic umpiring, as we've seen them on the international stages. The boys belting the ball out from there. 23 and now Brooker. He'll try making them pay in this position. Gongo cuts the defender off. And now Schultz.
Jethro with the ball, carrying it with his left hand into the corner.
Just no supporting play there from Pretoria Boys High. Jethro Schultz doing so well to make a dashing 40-meter run, and unfortunately that little chicken wing pass underneath his right shoulder, not finding another red and green shirt. Lovely dummy there from Gongo. Good presence of mind. Tries to make the connect to Bartlett. Not quite as Ramaisa connects with Mtembu. Back to the platform in Aries. Big tackle, Jeppe coming out, the stronger. Lovely little one touch there. Into no man's land, but Bethlehem making a good effort to get to the ball as we see the skipper, Breitenbach. What can he do here? He's got two left. I'll tell you what, I don't...
That's a little touch.
Yeah, I don't think there was a touch on there. I don't think the plan was for Brooker to score there. I think the deflection, which Shafiwa did get, well spotted there, Peter. Lovely little deflection there on the near post there. Good team hockey. A lot of all for one and one for all hockey here from Jeppe High School for boys.
Jeppe extending their lead there to 7 goals to 1.
As we see Pretoria Boys now on the attack, end-to-end stuff. We saw a goal at one end, entrance into the D from Boys High. Can they get a shot away? That's all they need here. But lovely little protection there from Jordan.
Very calm, very good defending.
Yeah, Peter, he's been so good at the back there as Jordan Gongo, hasn't he?
Very good, very impressive.
You see Bartlett going forward, he makes the pass. Oh, and communication not quite working, but I'll tell you what, they'll attack now down the heart of the Jeppe attack. What a big tackle there from Gongo. Possibly a little bit lucky to get away with that. I think Michelle maybe looking on him a little bit kindly there.
Tino Chirozzi with the ball.
Some comms there from the two umpires. Lovely to see the umpires working as a team as well. Yeah, you know, we always say that we call them the third team as well as the tech table. Two of the most experienced umpires in the world. As Brooker looks to launch the attack down the left-hand side. Brooker with the hands. He skins one, he skins two, he skins three, gets the ball up. Makes the assist and champagne hockey here from
Brooker's goal. I know he didn't score, but Oh my goodness, but Shafiwe, right place, right time, everything, well done.
Well, I look forward to seeing this highlight. Look at Brooker there. Gets barged off the ball, beats one, he beats two, he beats three, gets the ball up, knows to get the ball up in that situation, and just strikers in the right position there for Jeppe High School football. Oh, boys, unbelievable hockey there from Jeppe. It's just been fantastic. As we see a keeper change here for Jeppe, Kartik Kusayan makes his way into the goals. Ryan Kapanda, he's done what he's needed to for the day. Kartik will see out the final 7 minutes. Schultz, he's looked really good today, hasn't he, Peter?
Yes. Fortunately, not much support there. It's like magic. That turn and that confidence on the ball.
Yeah, I would have liked to see from the Jeppe defenders. You know, they're not scared to get their backs to the press, making sure that, you know, you can't make the tackle from that side. It's either got to be 100% clean or they're always going to win the foul in that situation. Really good experience there from the Jeppe backs.
Tarazzi on his own there.
Peter, some standout players here in the Pretoria Boys High School outfit. I've liked the look of Chirotzi. He's been quick, he's carried the ball really well, and Schultz just in those critical positions. We'll hopefully get to see Schultz as we see the upgraded penalty corner from Michel Joubert for the bad tackle in the 23-yard. But Chirotzi and Schultz, as we see the goal here again from Brooker, he manages to get the ball out of nowhere and just swerving, getting the ball up and having the presence of mind not to go for goal, and all for one and one for all hockey once again here from Jeppe High School for boys.
Short corner for Pretoria Boys, 5 minutes left of the game. Can they breach that Jeppe defense a second time?
Well, Peter, I'm not a betting man, but I'm willing to put R5 here that number 7 Schultz is definitely going to have a look at the new goalkeeper, Kartik Kusayan. Maybe top left here, Peter?
I think so.
Lovely flick. He manages to get the reward. It's really coming off that stick quickly, but fantastic penalty corner defense here. I think it was Jaden Brooker running on that first wave. Maybe we'll get a second opportunity to have a look at that. But Jaden Schultz, Jethro Schultz rather, he's looked so good at the top of the D, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
I think he'll get a second opportunity here for Boys Eye. You can just see by the way, leaning on the stick, ready to propel. And skipping him and looking for that little touch. Unfortunately, no green shirt able to get to the end of that, but Pretoria, nice little variation there. I think Jeppe just understanding what they're trying to do, and Pretoria adapting nice and quickly.
Jeppe defense well marshaled there, aware of the danger.
As we see the platform trying to get the ball out, they'll be waiting to see how they can just manipulate the press, and maybe the lack there of press just working in Pretoria Boys' favour there as they look to launch the attack all the way from the back now. Brooker. Aries. Lovely little skip there. Skipper, Breitenbach. Cuts inside. Can he find someone on the right? Decides to get the ball back to Brooker. Links with Steinman. Tries to flick it directly into the D there, unfortunately to no avail. This Boys High will now look to get some go forward, but ball goes back to Brooker. Jeppe boys in the D, can they get something away? Will they look for another team goal? And some confusion. Pretoria boys sharper to the occasion this time, waiting for the whistle. Fantastic defense there from Murray. He's getting nice and low. Body on the line, doesn't mind if he hurts a finger or two. Good tackle from Booker. Manages to link up with the skipper, Breitenbach. It's back to Aries. Bartlett. Just looking to connect up top there with Zachary Pearson. Fortunately, Zachary not as quick as Bartlett may have thought he is, but really good hockey, some patient hockey here from Jeppe, trying to get their final goal of the day.
Elkington clearing the lines for Pretoria there.
Yeah, lots of pressure being applied on Elkington, making it really uncomfortable.
That full court press is doing its job.
We see a chuck into the Jeppe final third.
Into the last minutes of the game.
See Michelle Jeppe with a lovely little up and under to get the rugby ball off the park. Getting a little bit slippery here, but Pretoria able to maybe launch the last attack of the day here.
Kellen Steyn on the ball.
Steyn with quick ball. Not quite connecting. 30 seconds into the game. Jeppe High School looking like they still want one more. I don't see any change in intensity here. Probably a long ball on the cards here for Gongo as he finds his captain, Breitenbach. Good take from Brooker. Brooker links up with Ramais, forces it onto a foot. Good advantage. Oh, can it finish any better for Kaival?
9-1. Great goal there to finish it off. Well done to Jeppe boys, convincing winners. Well drilled, well executed, passionate. Just all round hockey. Very good to watch.
Yeah, fantastic advantage here from John Wright as we see the composure from Kai Volny getting his first one of the day. Fantastic finish with acres of space, really, isn't it, Peter?
Yes, no, it's been a bit of a hockey lesson to the boys from Pretoria, but every accolade needs to go to the Jeppe team. Superb hockey, all round, just so good to watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure bringing this game live to you from the Pretoria Boys High School Astro, where the final score ends up the home side, Pretoria Boys 1 and Jeppe with an astounding 9 goals. It's been an absolute pleasure, and have a great night.
Thank you very much.